Alright, what's up people? This is SiTHFuRioN, and right now we're going to be jumping into episode 8 of the House of the Dragon. I can't believe we're on episode 8 already, man. Like this, it's gone by so quick. It only feels like just the other week we started episode 1. Like, absolutely mental, man. But yeah, we're coming to the end now. I can see things really ramping up towards that finale. But last time Daemon and Rhaenyra finally got together, they finally got married. But the only way that they could actually do it was for Laenor to die. And yeah, they almost got me, man. Like, I really honestly sat there and thought, really? But no, it was a big thing. Like, they faked his death so he could go off now with the man he loves and be happy and everything. But this has got to come back up at some point. It's got to. Like, I think he'll probably turn back up in like season 2 or something, and by him turning up it will cause drama because it will show that they faked the death and everything. But it's got to come back up, especially with his parents. Like, where does their loyalty lie now? Like, I think that they'll stay true to Rhaenyra because of like the grandkids, you know, and of course Daemon's daughters as well. Like, I can see Corlys and Rhaenyra, is that her name, Rhaenyra? I can see them staying loyal to their grandkids. Plus, of course, Corlys has history with Daemon. They've gone to war together and stuff. So I can see them being on one side, Team Black, if you will, because apparently you got Team Black and then Team Green. And on Team Green, like, Alicent has her side. She's got Kristen Cole. Larys is now always around, willing to like manipulate and fucking take eyes. And also, like, the big one is the fact that her father is the Hand of the King again. So who's really ruling the kingdom now, you know? But in the episode, Aemon finally got a dragon and he had to lose his eye in the process. But his sister, Helena, I think kind of predicted it. I think she's a bit of a interesting character. We need to kind of like pay attention to everything she rambles about. Because in like the last episode, she was talking about like black and green and dragonfire and all this shit. So interesting character to pay attention to. But it also turns out that she's going to be married to Aegon as well. So things are really picking up. Like I said, pick your side, man. I'm more Team Black, to be honest. Like, I've always loved Daemon. I think Daemon is like hands down one of the best characters in the whole show. And even though I can kind of understand where Addison is coming from, I'm Rhaenyra's side, so I'm more Team Black. Sorry. But hey, you relate to who you want to relate to. It's a TV show at the end of the day. It's not real. It's cool. Basically, just don't take things too personal. It's all good, man. Yeah, anyway, we're going to get into this. If you're interested in watching the full length, there's a link down below to the whole season. Go check it out. It's up on my Patreon. But for now, episode 8, series 1. Let's do this, man.
It's been near 6 years since I last saw my lord husband, Maester. I must know. Will he live?
He led his sailors into an ambush, the ship made to look as if it were abandoned. In the fighting, his neck was slashed by a Corsair's dagger. He fell overboard into the sea. The wound was severe, much blood was lost. But the greater concern is the fever that followed. Ship's maester said, he burns from within.
Are we talking about Corlys? And they said 6 years, so that's one of Daemon's daughters, yeah?
I love my brother, but we must be honest with ourselves. We may greet his ship to find him gone. And who will take the Driftwood throne?
My grandmother seems quite comfortable here.
She presides only in the absence of her husband. On his death, the seat passes.
To Viserys Velaryon, as is my lord husband's desire.
I am the sea snake's own blood. The closest kin he has left.
Be careful, good brother. None can take your words for treason.
But what of the Velaryon line? Is it to be snuffed out, supplanted by the pups of House Strong? Driftmark is mine.
My cousin the king would have your tongue for this.
But it's not a king who sits the Iron Throne these days, good sister. It's a queen.
Oh, okay. So I guess Addison has took more of a dominant role. I guess like the king has become too weak to rule now, yeah? I get where he's coming from. Like it was his brother's throne and because of the whole thing with the kids. I get it, but it's... I can't be talking shit, man. like she said it's treason. And is she pregnant? Yeah, okay, so her and Damon are finally having a baby.
He means to call into question Luke's legitimacy. And by extension, Jace, and by extension, my own claim to the throne.
Damon cares only about Driftmark.
Rhaenys flames a cord. Surely she cannot be planning to back him.
No. Whatever disagreements we may have had, she's not cruel.
Disagreements? She believes we had her son killed so that we might marry.
Yes. And yet she's taken Baylor to ward.
Yes, it's Lena's memory she honors. She has no love for us.
To King's Landing, then.
Okay. You ready?
Welcome back, Princess.
Lord Caswell?
He's the only one who's come to greet him. Really?
I would say it's nice to be home, but I scarcely recognize it.
Very empty, isn't it?
Enjoy improved customs duties since the settling of the stepstones, and the extent to which we exploit those is contingent on the harbour masters.
Okay, so that star is her thing then, yeah?
Your guests have arrived, Your Grace.
I trust they've been welcomed as befits their station.
As you instructed, Lord Hound.
Wow. Oh, wow, look at the spider webs. He's not worked on that in a long time, has he? Oh, he's going to be in a bad way, ain't he? You can just tell. If Alicent is ruling the kingdom, like... Oh, fuck.
It's me, my king. Rhaenyra. I'm here with Damon.
It has been so long.
I'm so shocked he's still alive, to be honest.
There is a petition to decide upon the succession of Driftmark and the heir to the Driftwood throne.
Listen to Lotto. See to all that business now.
No, brother, listen to me. You are to affirm your position for Viserys. Be Corlys Velarion's successor.
Something happened to Lord Corlys.
Father, there's someone we wish to introduce you to.
Damon.
Brother.
Who is that?
Father, this is Aegon,
What?
Aegon.
and this is Viserys.
So she's going to have 3 children with Damon.
Now that is a name fit for a king.
It's got to be so hard for Damon to see his brother like that.
Please. My dear.
This?
Yes. Oh. Hi. Oh.
Okay, why? Is someone poisoning him slowly or something? I kind of want to put it past Alicent, you know.
She's seen no one else, Your Grace.
He's been slowly poisoning him over the years.
I was fetching the princess's wine, and I put it on his table. And when I turned, I didn't see him. I asked him to stop. Your Grace, truly, you must believe me.
Thank you for telling me, Diana. For your troubles.
Hush money.
It's best to be certain.
Wow. Really fucked up, but at the same time you can understand why Alicent is being a bitch about it. Because she's trying to protect her son, she's trying to protect the throne and everything. But it's like, come on, man. You can see it in her face that she actually feels bad about it. That this girl's been raped by her son, but yet she's got to do right by him. You can tell she weren't happy.
Diana. The girl, Egon, the one you sent fleeing from your company.
Oh, it was just harmless fun. She didn't need to go get upset about it.
Think of the shame on your wife.
Wife. Okay, so they are married now.
I did not ask for this. I've done everything you've asked me to, and I try so hard, but it will never be enough for you or Father.
Have you seen Diana? She's supposed to dress the children.
I take it that's his wife then, yeah?
My father and I are mere stewards of the king's will and wisdom.
And how exactly is that wisdom expressed? In blinks and wheezes? I'd be surprised if he could remember his own name, or if you could.
King Viserys' condition has worsened since you saw him last. It subjects him to considerable pain. On the advice of the maesters.
The maesters, of course. It is they who keep him addled on milk of the...
Oh, okay, keeping him drugged and out of the way, yeah?
For the king's suffering, did the maesters also prescribe the removal of Targaryen heraldry and the installation in its stead of various statues and stars?
The emblems of the Seven serve only to guide us on an uncertain path, to remind us of a higher authority.
And on the morrow, which authority will sit in judgment of my son's claim on his own inheritance?
That would be mine. And the hands. But be assured the father is just and commands me to forget the accusations you have held in this room today.
Fuck, man. I don't know why, but them two just kind of like look like hobbits to me.
Well done, my prince. You're winning tourneys in no time. I don't give a shit about tourneys.
Oh shit! What's up, Arsling? Little baby monk. Wow. As they were fighting, I was thinking, hold on, I recognize him. And then, wow, okay.
The realm has enjoyed a long peace, a credit to the work of both Jaehaerys and Viserys, but the threat of war looms and may arrive on our shores. When it does, will you want a child at the command of the greatest fleet in Westeros?
We must, of course, act in the interest of our subjects.
The next Lord of the Tides will be deeply in your debt, Your Grace. As will Driftmark, in all its strength.
Give me the throne, I'll stay at your side.
I wondered for many an hour what your purpose was in coming here. Whether you'd speak for or against the suit brought by Sir Vaemond. But then I realized you intend to advocate for yourself.
Ah.
This is no fair proceeding. It is a trap. Set by the Queen in the Hand, I'd wager, to proclaim my son illegitimate.
Yet you did worse than that with Laenor. Did you not?
I loved your son. You may not believe it to be true, but I did. I did not order his death, nor was I complicit in it. I swear this to you. I'll make you an offer. Back Luke's claim, and let us betroth Laena's children to mine. Baela will be Queen of the Seven Kingdoms. Rhaena will rule in Driftmark, and the seat will pass to her and Lucerys' children in time.
A generous offer. Or a desperate one.
What does it matter?
You can bargain with me all you like. Bring my granddaughter with you to soften my resolve. But tomorrow the High Towers land their first blow. They force you to your knees, and I must stand alone.
For a moment then I thought she was gonna like tell her like your son's alive. But then she could also then use that information against Rhaenyra in some way.
The Song of Ice and Fire, do you believe it to be true?
Aegon's dream.
You told me it was our duty to hold the realm united against a common foe. By naming me heir, you divided the realm. If you wish me to bear it, then defend me. And my children.
Thinking about it, it would have been really cool if in that scene where he's kind of in and out of it, like when it would cut back to Rhaenyra, it cut back to the young actress because he still sees his child. Like they kind of like cut back ever so often, get the young actress to come in and just sit there, and we're seeing what he's seeing. You know what I mean?
Bring milk of the poppy.
Just to raise us up.
Man. It's so sad. Like, he looks so fucked up. Effects wise, looks amazing. It's really hard to watch, man.
I have spent my entire life on Driftmark defending my brother's seat. I am Lord Corlys' closest kin, his own blood. The true, unimpeachable blood of House Velaryon runs through my veins.
As it does in my sons, the offspring of Laenor Velaryon. If you cared so much about your house's blood, Sir Vaymond, you would not be so bold as to supplant its rightful heir. No, you only speak for yourself and for your own ambition.
You'll have chance to make your own petition, Princess Rhaenyra. Do Sir Vaymond the courtesy of allowing his to be heard.
Wow.
What do you know of Velaryon blood, Princess? I could cut my veins and show it to you, and you still wouldn't recognize it.
My Lord Hand.
This is a matter of blood, not ambition. I place the continuation of the survival of my
looks.
If I am to grace this fast with some answer, I will start by reminding the court that nearly 20 years ago in this very...
King Viserys of House Targaryen, the first of his name, King of the Andals and the Rhoynar and the First Men, Lord of the Seven Kingdoms and Protector of the Realm.
He's coming to defend his daughter. Oh shit! They're like, oh shit. Unassisted, no one's helping him. That's so fucking cool, man. Maybe that shot had the younger actress standing there. Because even though she's become a grown woman, that's still his baby, you know?
I said I'm fine.
Come on. Love Damon, man. My favourite character in the whole show, man.
I must admit my confusion. I do not understand why petitions are being heard over a settled succession. The only one present who might offer keener insight into Lord Corlys' wishes is the Princess Rhaenys.
Indeed, Your Grace. It was ever my husband's will that Driftmark pass through Sir Laenor to his true-born son, Viserys Velaryon. His mind never changed, nor did my support of him. As a matter of fact, the Princess Rhaenyra has just informed me of her desire to marry her sons Jace and Luke to Lord Corlys' granddaughters, Baela and Rhaena. A proposal to which I heartily agree.
Well, the matter is settled. I hereby reaffirm Prince Viserys of House Velaryon is heir to Driftmark and the next Lord of the Tides.
No. I will not allow it.
Allow it. Do not forget yourself, Vaymond.
That is no true Velaryon. And certainly no nephew of mine.
Go to your chambers, you have said enough.
My house survived the doom, and 1,000 tribulations besides. Gods be damned. I will not see it ended on the account of this. Say it. Her children are bastards!
You're fucked. You are so fucked.
Will have your tongue for that.
Oh shit!
He can keep his tongue.
What was I just saying about Damon? Holy shit. It's kind of clear the Greens ain't happy, are they? Team Green ain't happy. Jesus. That little smirk that Aegon had, I think it was like, yeah, I know my mum's not happy.
My grandsons, Jace and Luke, will marry their cousins, Baela and Rhaena, further strengthening the bond between our houses.
They all seem happy about it as well, so...
You do know how the act is done, at least in principle. Where to put your cock and all that.
Let it be, cousin.
You can play the gesture if you wish, but hold your tongue before my betrothed.
You can already tell he's a little shit, can't you? Oh, fuck.
Let us no longer hold ill feelings in our hearts. The crown cannot stand strong if the house of the dragon remains divided. But set aside your grievances. If not for the sake of the crown, and for the sake of this old man who loves you all so dearly.
All he wants, isn't it? Just everyone to stop bickering and just be at peace, and you know.
I wish to raise my cup to Her Grace the Queen. I love my father, but I must admit that no one has stood more loyally by his side than his good wife. She has tended to him with unfailing devotion, love, and honor, and for that she has my gratitude. And my apology.
Make the first step.
Your graciousness moves me deeply, Princess. We are both mothers, and we love our children. We have more in common than we sometimes allow. I raise my cup to you and to your house. You will make a fine queen.
I feel like if we had took our time and not had so many big time jumps and spent more time with the younger actresses becoming friends and seeing them really close, it would make it even more painful to see them so apart. You know what I mean?
If you ever wish to know what it is to be well satisfied, all you have to do is ask.
Jace.
To Prince Aegon and Prince Aemond. We have not seen each other in years, but I have fond memories of our shared youth. And as men, I hope we may yet be friends and allies. To you and your family's good health, dear uncles.
I would like to toast Baela and Rhaena. They'll be married soon. It isn't so bad. Mostly he just ignores you. Except sometimes when he's drunk.
Wow. Really? See, like, you can already tell how like them two characters are going to be. Aegon's going to be the little shit that starts it, and then Aemond is the one who finishes it. You can already tell. Aemond is that kind of quiet, deadly one, while Aegon's all better. This is all he wants. Everyone to be happy and a family. Really?
Final tribute to the health of my nephews, Jace, Luke, and Joffrey. Each of them handsome, wise, strong.
Aemond.
Come.
You knew it. What a shit.
Why would you say such a thing before these people?
I was merely expressing how proud I am of my family, Mother. Though it seems my nephews aren't quite as proud of theirs.
Wow.
Wait.
Go to your quarters. All of you go, now.
Yeah, that's it. Walk away. Wow.
It's best, I think, if we go back to Dragonstone.
You've only just arrived.
Let me see the children home. I'll, return on Dragonback.
Okay.
The king and I would both like that.
It would be kind of cool now for them too to put aside their problems, maybe, because the kids are bickering. But if the kids are bickering, that could put strain on them too. Growing close again, maybe. Oh, hello. Not seen her in a while. Yeah, last time we saw her, she fed information about Rhaenyra and Daemon in the pleasure house, right?
Yes, lady.
That was the maid. Addison's main maid, right? She's got spies everywhere, yeah. And wasn't she, she went into the room when they were talking about the girl who got raped by Aegon?
The Song of Ice and Fire. It is true. The prince that was promised.
I don't understand this house.
The prince.
Prince Aegon.
To unite the realm against the cold and the dark. It is you. You are the one. You must do it.
She's gonna think he's talking about her son, Aegon.
I understand, my king.
Oh, no more. My love.
Wow. Wow. Got me choked up a little bit in this episode. Like I said, like he was a weak king, and that's why the throne cut him, because he was never meant to sit on it. But it doesn't change the fact that he was a good guy. He wanted his family to be at peace. And it's also even really sadder for like everyone else, like Daemon. The last time he spoke to his brother was at Laena's funeral, right? And Daemon walked away. So to see his brother now in this weak, frail state, that's why it was so like impactful when he helped him to sit on the throne and he put the crown back on his head. Like, oh my God, man. Like I said, favourite character in the whole show, Daemon is, man. Wow. Like my dad in the last couple of weeks, months of his life, like he ended up having a fall and fracturing his left hip and everything, and he went into hospital and he just withered away, and just like I saw him a short time before he died, and he was like that, just this weak and frail old man in his bed, and just it was hard to look at, because my dad was a carpenter and a builder, like a 6'1", 6'2", built like a brick house kind of guy. And in the end, he just became this weak, shriveled old man, and just so seeing him like that kind of hits me in a different way, you know. But the whole thing about Aegon being the prince that was promised, we wouldn't be in this kind of problem now if we didn't rename children the same as like uncles or fathers or. Addison's gonna think that it's her son is the prince that was promised, but yet Rhaenyra now has a son called Aegon, and it's fucked, because for a moment then it looked like Addison and Rhaenyra was gonna like amend the problems and everything and come together again, but Addison hasn't been introduced to Rhaenyra's other children yet, right? But as far as Aemond, the little baby monk, the Arsling, wow, he does seem like a bit of a badass. Like, we've seen him fighting, we know he can handle himself. And like I said, he's that kind of like silent, deadly kind of guy that don't need to talk. He'll talk with his sword. You know what I mean? While Aegon is a spoiled little shit that can get away with anything. You know, we've seen it. He literally raped someone and he's got away with it. There's no punishment. There's no nothing. You know, it seems like a right little shit. to be honest. But as far as Lucius and Jace, them being married off to Daemon's kids, they all seem happy with it. They all seem okay with it. And really, like, everyone's been kind of paired up, but Aemond is the only one who hasn't been paired up with somebody, you know? And, like, I don't think it was intentional bringing the pig out, but it was just the look on the kid's face and the smirk. But in a whole, it was a real sad episode. It just felt like the tone was just, and it was so epic seeing him come out, seeing Viserys come out to defend his daughter. And like I said, I think with the fact that he was in so much pain and on God knows what type of stuff to try and help him cope with that pain, it would have been really cool, like, if one or two times when he looked towards Rhaenyra, and instead of seeing adult Rhaenyra, he saw the younger one. You know, got the actress back just to film one or two shots. I think that would have been really epic, because like I said, like, even though his daughter now is a grown woman with her own children, he should still see his own daughter. He should still see his baby. You know what I mean? So to have the younger actress standing there in the same clothes, like the same shot, but just switch the actors out, I think would have been so good. But like, I feel like a broken record talking about the time jumps and stuff, but we've now got another six-year time jump. And of course, they're trying to get to a certain point with the story. I don't know, like, I would have been completely happy with them stretching it out a bit. Us having more time with, like I said, Rhaenyra and Addison when they were younger, seeing how close they were as family. You know, they were like sisters. And also expanded on Laena and Laena, like them two as children being close to Rhaenyra. You know what I mean? Showing how close they all were as children, so that when they become the adults, and like we understand that Rhaenyra did honestly love Laena. You know, that's why she made the choice to fake his death and let him go and be free. Let him go and be happy, you know? Plus then it would have also had more of a payoff when Laena died. That Rhaenyra genuinely was upset over it and felt bad for it, because that was her childhood friend. You know what I mean? It's I feel like they could have expanded it a bit and spent a bit more time with some of these characters, so that would have more of a payoff later. But obviously, like they're trying to get to the point in the story where the kids, I guess, are arguing and going back and forth, and Addison and Rhaenyra are kind of like the mothers trying to keep control of everything and the figureheads of each side, if you will. But yeah, just a real sad episode. It really was. But I think that's King Viserys gone now. He was dying, and as that tear ran, he probably came face to face with, you know, his first love, his wife, you know. Okay, I feel like this is a bit of a short kind of recap, but I kind of want to get this edited, get this up as soon as I can. Yeah, it just feels like such a sad episode, man. And like the fact that this show has choked me up already, it shows that I am really invested in these characters now. But yeah, if you're interested in watching the full length, there's a link down below, go check it out. But for now, give this video a thumb up if you like it. Comment down below, let me know what you think, and subscribe if you haven't already, man, alright? I've been SiTHFuRioN, and I'll catch you in the next one, man.